OK, I don't think there's much to talk about in the sport. There's not really much going on. Jane's, got nothing to do this morning. Have you?
No, I'm
nothing
not interested at all. No. The culmination of a month-long tournament. It's going to be fantastic, isn't it? The final tomorrow of the Euros. And England are in it against Spain, which I think we've been just debating who the favourites might be.
Well, the favourites are Spain.
Yeah, it probably is Spain. They've won all their games. They've been very impressive.
But that doesn't stop England fans desperately wanting England to do well and having hope.
The dream is alive.
So, yeah.
The dream is alive and anything can happen. And all the England fans have been arriving in Berlin for tomorrow's eagerly awaited Euro 24 final against Spain. Thousands more are expected in the German capital later. It is thought that they could outnumber the Spanish supporters in the stadium. On the pitch, as we said, Spain are the favourites, but England are still on a high after their last-minute winner against the Netherlands.
It's a massive moment for our nation. Getting to the final back in 2020, you obviously don't think that moment could be topped, but obviously we're now back in another final back-to-back, which is history in itself. But now we're obviously aiming to do one more, and we don't want to just keep talking about it as in we're getting to finals and we're happy with that. We now want to be a country where we win and we can continue to grow. With the young players that we have coming through for the next generations, that England can be a really big force.
Well, for the majority of this tournament, the focus has been on manager Gareth Southgate, hasn't it? Before becoming England boss, he had a development role at the FA and he was then the under-21s manager. He's been speaking to our sports editor, Dan Rowan, who began by asking him what it would mean to complete this last step and deliver a piece of silverware to make England proud.
I guess what that journey's taught me is what it means to English football, really. To have credibility on European world stage. And I know what it means to people working at every level, from youth development all the way through to senior football. So you do feel that responsibility as well as responsibility for many others.
And just describe to us, if you can, your emotions heading into such a monumental match. Obviously, you had the experience of 2021 and the pain of defeat.
This final in 50-plus years was enormous. We're now in a different moment as a team, 2 tournaments on, a lot more big match experience. So I guess reaching a final, I don't say it becomes run-of-the-mill, but it's a little bit more normal for us, and that statement in itself is probably a bit ridiculous given our history.
Because it sounds like you need to win then this time.
Yeah, well, we needed to win the last one, so we didn't. So of course, in the end, what I do know is how we'll be viewed by others will be determined by the result on Sunday.